Hi, hello, welcome. As you can probably tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be torturing myself today. I just woke up. All I've done so far is go to the bathroom and brush my teeth in the dark. It was an interesting experience. I also realized that I own an electric toothbrush, so I had to use it like manually, and that was also an interesting feeling. Anyway, a little bit backstory as to why I'm doing this challenge right now. So my AC is out in the middle of summer. And as you know from my previous videos, the temperature in my house, specifically in my room, is always excessively hot. So it's been a rough week. So yeah, I took advantage of the opportunity and I'm now making a video. The only forms of electricity that I will be using throughout the entire day is my camera, and if it dies, I need to charge it. Any electricity that was put into making any product that I use today, I obviously can't control, but I'm trying to cancel out any electricity I use on my end. I'm doing this challenge to really see how heavily we rely on electricity, because even though it might not seem like it, electricity does have an impact on the environment, and I'll talk more about that at the end of this video. But I just wanted to see how close I could come to just living even a single day, 24 hours, without any form of electricity. I can't use the refrigerator, the microwave, or toaster or anything like that when I'm making food. Breakfast, I still have to go eat breakfast, but like cereal, but I can't use any milk because the milk is refrigerated. So it's going to be really hard not using my phone, because I 100% acknowledge that I am an addict. It's something I need to work on, but we'll see how it goes. And you might be asking, Janya, your phone doesn't use electricity. It has a battery, right? But it takes electricity to charge that battery. I know a lot of you probably actually didn't ask that because you probably could figure it out. Same thing with like a speaker or like a flashlight or anything. So at night I'm literally going to be using candles. I thought we had a solar powered lamp in our house, but I guess we don't. If you have those and you try this or whatever, I would advise using those, but I don't have them. So some things I'm not looking forward to doing today. Eating cereal without milk, not being able to use like a fan or anything. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat breakfast now without coffee, and I'll see you guys whenever I decide to record something. This is the environmental look of the day, if any of you care. So I just went to go eat breakfast. Cereal without milk it was Lucky Charms, so I guess it was okay. I already got one strike because I came back into my room and the first thing I did was turn on my light. I realized I made the list of things I wanted to do today on my phone and I can't use it. So just an update, I've been working at my desk and it's like really hot up here and it's cooler in the basement. So I usually would go work in the basement, except that it's darker down there, so I can't see as much. So if I want light, I have to stay up here, but it's also really hot and I can't use a fan. I'm gonna go eat lunch now. For lunch, I have to eat a sandwich, but like untoasted bread and nothing from the fridge. So like Nutella and peanut butter pretty much. And I think I'm gonna have to eat the same thing for dinner. I've been really bored without my phone. Time is moving really slowly. I thought it would be like 3 o'clock by now, but it's 1. Anyway, just an update. I'm on a walk right now, as you can see. It's like 7:30 I think now. I didn't really take too many videos during the day because there's daylight. It wasn't really interesting, just me sitting and, you know, working. But now it's getting darker and I think that this is going to be interesting. Hello! It is now nighttime. I have lit a candle. This is my source of light right now. Note the matches. Environmentally conscious matches. You thought I'd be slacking. I made the mistake of waiting until now to take a shower. I can't even use heated water right now. So taking a cold shower in the dark with a candle sounds like so much fun. All right.
Natural set off the bat.
Rummy. I won, losers. Hi, hello. So it's been a couple days since I did the no electricity thing. I was gonna shoot this the day right after, but then I didn't, and then I didn't do it the day after either. I think it's been like 4 days now, so anyway, that was an interesting experience, and I'm really glad I tried it, and I'm really glad that I got to share it with you guys. It was honestly a lot harder than I thought it would be. Like, when I first thought of the idea, I was like, oh, like, I mean, like, without light, it'll be fine. Like, I'll be fine. I couldn't really help, like, when my family turned on the light or something, but I realized that I don't live on my own, so, like, I couldn't completely control everything that happened in the house around me. I think it was really eye-opening because I like to believe that I use less electricity than most people. Our whole family has, like, habits that usually conserve energy because we're a 5-people family and we try to conserve as much energy as we can. But even then, like, going a whole day without being able to use any of it made me realize, like, how much of an instinct it is to just, like, walk into a room and, like, turn on the light. Or taking advantage of the fact that I can use hot water, opening up the fridge and, you know, using food. Like, all that stuff takes electricity. I just think that preventing myself from being able to use it really opened my eyes and made me realize, like, well, even though I'm not using as much as maybe someone else, it's still a lot more than we should be using. It's pretty harmful for the environment. I also want to take a minute to talk about not using any sort of phone or computer, any technology for the entire day. It was actually very cleansing. Like, I thought that I would be struggling with it, and I was. But like, I think everyone's just too focused on what they have in their hand to, like, look up and realize, like, other things. And I know that's, like, a cliche message to say or whatever, but I think it also has to do with, like, environment stuff. Because I think we see things on social media, or, like, you watching this YouTube video, all that stuff, it's like, oh yeah, we're spreading awareness of environmental issues through social media. But I think that we're so focused on trying to spread awareness through a screen that we actually don't look up and see that nothing is really changing outside of the screen. Like, even though there might be social media pages or YouTube channels like me, I know it's a little hypocritical of me to say, but I think that it's just, even though you might think that there's so much more awareness going around of environmental issues, of global warming and all of that, I don't think that there is enough actual change, like, up in the real world. If you look up from the screen, we have a long way to go and not that much time to get there. We need to actually physically look up and see what's happening in the world for us to really realize the magnitude of what's going on. And I know that's kind of like a mom message, like, oh, stop looking at your phone, look up from your screen, all that stuff. But I really do mean it. And, like, the experience of completely cleansing myself from any sort of digital interaction was actually really nice because I was totally present in the day. The day felt so much longer. I felt like I had so much more time. Okay, now for some information of the total energy consumed by the United States. Total. All energy. All of it. 40% is for electricity. 40%. And not only that, the US has less than 5% of the world's population, but it uses 17% of the world's energy. Let's do some quick math here, shall we? I need to open up a calculator. Hold on. Okay, so 17% of the world's energy and 40% of that energy used in the United States is for electricity. 0.17 times 0.4. That is almost 7% of the entire world's energy is used for just electricity in the United States. That is so much. And I'm obviously not saying that everyone should live with zero electricity because I know that's not possible, but there are definitely ways that you can try to decrease the amount of electricity you use. And you might be wondering, Why, Jenya? Why is electricity even bad for the environment? Let me explain. So for electricity to be created, a heat source needs to transform water into water vapor, and that water vapor powers a turbine. And so to create that heat, you need to burn fossil fuels. Usually. There are other ways like windmills, water mills, all that stuff, but the main source of electricity is from burning fossil fuels, and so that creates a lot of carbon emissions, greenhouse gases, and so the less electricity you use, the less fossil fuels are getting burned. Some worldly news that has to do with this particular topic. Our beloved President Trump, Donald Trump, has now made it legal to sell incandescent light bulbs. The reason being, you look good under the glow of an incandescent light bulb. Our President of the United States bringing back the least efficient form of light bulb just because it makes him look good. I'm sorry, sweetie, but no light makes you look good. Like, no light makes you look good. And also, he claimed that they were cheaper when they're really not. So yes, a single incandescent light bulb is cheaper than a single LED light bulb. An incandescent light bulb is on average $1 and an LED light bulb is on average $8 or less. And the prices are just dropping now because LED is just a lot cheaper to make. They're more energy efficient. But anyway, if you compare single light bulbs, yes, incandescents are cheaper. But you have to replace an incandescent light bulb 21 times for the same amount of time that an LED glows for. So while you might pay $8 for a single LED light bulb, you're paying $21 for 21 incandescent light bulbs if you want them to work for the same amount of time. Yeah, so I just thought I'd mention that because that's stuff that's going on right now. I don't have like a schedule for posting these videos. I just kind of shoot whenever and then post whenever, and I know that's not professional like at all, but thank you for being patient. Check out the links in my description. I'll see you guys whenever I decide to post. Anyway.